I am still the same person I was when she married me years ago. When she divorced me, I'm still the same person she divorced. Only now I'm a dad. Before I wasn't a dad. My responsibility is not to her, it's to Sebastian. She divorced me. She doesn't get any of the courtesy that I give to others. I try to be diplomatic with her, and most of the time I am. But when I get an attitude from her, I will give her one back. This wasn't to start a fight. This is not even a fight. Which I think is the funniest thing, is this is not a fight. If she wants to make it into a fight, she can. She's going to be fighting herself. Not me.
Sunday, the day before he went missing, we got up and, fun fact, I made breakfast that morning. We had a good time. We were laughing, we were joking. He talked to family on the phone during breakfast to brag. We went and picked up our niece. Yeah, I got a call and asked if I could go and pick her up, and I did. And so we went and did that, and we went to BJ's. Had a good time there. He ate a colossal popcorn. Came home to put groceries away because we bought snacks because, you know, he's 15 and snacks. We went to the bowling alley, and then from there we went to dinner. Came home. He took out the trash because that's his chore. He takes the can to the end of the driveway. About 9 o'clock, told him to go to bed. And he's come out of his room where he was playing, and he said, "All right, good night, Mama. Good night, puppies. I love you." And went to bed. He was doing something in his room because about an hour later I heard some noise, and I was like, "I don't care what you're doing in there, but go to sleep." And about midnight I got up and I went to bed. And 6 o'clock I went to wake him up for school Monday morning, and that's when he wasn't here.
One reason that autistic children go missing are runaways, endangered runaways. And, you know, once that hits a certain point in time, statistically, it turns into a parent abduction is the number one leading cause.
His wife and the stepdad have been calling and texting him, since around 7 a.m., gets to his vehicle and realizes his wife and the stepdad have been calling and texting him, since around 6.
What were the feelings that you were feeling? To censor myself. Holy freaking crap, this can't be happening. Where is my kid? Choice words were used. Like, you know, where the F is he, you know. I had looked through the house for him because it was typical for him to get up and come and rummage for snacks and things like that. And he likes to dip behind the, you know, walls and watch, you know. And then he comes out after I come back and he likes to scare me. But after I looked, and I mean, mind you, all of this took place in like 1 minute flat. But I didn't see him in his room. I looked all over. I ran through the whole house. I looked out all the doors and windows, and I was like hollering his name. And I picked up the phone and I called my husband and I said, I can't find him. And he said, "What do you mean?" I said, "He's not in this effing house. I can't find our son." And I jumped in my car and I drove around the neighborhood and I drove over by the school, and he's already like, at this point I was like hysterical and I was crying, I was screaming. And he was like, three-wayed law enforcement and was telling them like, our son is missing and we don't know what's going on. And he was like, "Go back to the house, they're on their way." And I drove back to the house, and 20 days later we haven't found him.
Yeah, I can't even imagine how stressful that is. And
That Monday, 3:10 a.m. Who in the hay is walking around, two people, two flashlights at 3:10 a.m. in that neighborhood, and coincidentally, it is the same time during which Sebastian goes missing, which leads me to...
I don't think he would get into a vehicle with somebody unless he knew them.
My next question was Sebastian's mother, the last person to see him. Where'd you hear that at? She the last one? Was there someone else that came to the house that night? Or is there some other story?
It's amazing to me that there's people who think that he has something to do with it. It's just amazing.
What are your thoughts about Sebastian's mom? Do you believe she's the last person to see Sebastian before he disappeared?
I'd say yes. I mean, he was in her house. She's the one that put him to bed. She'd be the last person to have seen him.
His room is on the first floor, right? So his window is accessible from the outside? Where'd you hear that at?
It would be, I believe, but I know law enforcement went around the house and stated that none of the windows or screens had been tampered with.
It's amazing to me that there's people who think that he has something to do with it. It's just amazing.
Y'all just reminded me of my question. Oh my
yay!
goodness. This is a big one. This is a big one, Tony. Please clear this one up. I'm sure you can. Seth went missing on the cameras at work from 3 a.m. till 6 a.m. the night Sebastian went missing.
Where'd you hear that
Say
at?
that.
No, that's baloney. He didn't
yeah.
disappear from work. He was at work the whole time.
This is what Terry Lynn told J is for Justice. I just want to run this by you. I have a 2-hour absence where he's not on camera. If you get the chance, just holler at me. I will always have your back because I know the truth. Plus, I respect the fuck out of you. I will not be defending Seth Rogers any longer. I can't and won't because I don't believe any of them. If I spill, I believe everyone will know why they're not cleared. Love you, Jay, and I do respect the fuck out of you. Holler at me if you want, and I'll tell you. It makes sense now. So I'm not taking the bait. I'm thinking, damn, I'm being baited. She wants me to put out there that Seth hasn't been on the camera between 3 and 5. Oh yeah, the love bombing is real. The love bombing is real. And Sleuth investigates. She knows that I've been through the fucking ringer with love bombs and shit and weird shit happening, right? So then we go down here to June 12th. This is Tuesday, June 11th. She texts me at 11:11 p.m. I got your back if this fuck comes for you. I will also give you info on why they haven't cleared Seth. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck? So I didn't put this out there, right? So I ignore her. I'm not taking the bait. Wednesday, June 12th. Jaybird. Jaybird? I don't know you like that. What'd you call me Jaybird for? Jaybird, is there a way to enhance your footage? She's talking about the flashlight video, the ruckus video. Can you see if that could be Seth walking with Sebastian?
Bing bang.
She said it. I didn't.
In the video, you see subject 1 with a light source in the lower right-hand corner. Then you see subject 2 briefly appear and move toward the first before that light source is covered or obscured by bushes. Subject 1, a few seconds later, then moves out of frame. Then, subject 2 reappears and follows subject 1 off screen. It's a short time later, and it's very vague, but then you see one of the subjects moving quickly back through the common area, and that is it. I know, there's not much to see here. You certainly cannot identify anyone, but those close to the investigation tell me the mere fact that there is now evidence that someone is in the area around Sebastian's home is significant.
3:10 a.m. Who in the hay is walking around, two people, two flashlights at 3:10 a.m.?
So I respond, I say, no, it's too dark. It's just the two lights. She says, damn, we gotta talk. That could maybe be two men. From 3 to 5, there's lost hours. The next day, that was at June 12th at 11:24. So then the next day on June 13th at 4:47, Jay, when I say 3 to 5, that's Seth missing. Like, not being on camera from 3 to 5 a.m. at work. Then she says, what I said on my live yesterday, I meant. I will god dang stand beside you and dare a bitch. I also believe if you look at the light video, I see the ponytail, period. She's saying that this is Seth's ponytail. In that ruckus video.
I don't know whose vehicle that is, but maybe the authorities are thinking, hey, did the father hire somebody, etc., to get the kid out of here because it's a custody problem?
Have all the homes been searched? Have the people in that immediate neighborhood all been cooperative with
From my
investigators?
understanding, a lot of them have cooperated with law enforcement and that they've given up their video cameras footage to Sumner County sheriffs, and they've been pretty much cooperative in law enforcement.
How about
Me personally, I haven't been in that neighborhood since the Wednesday afterwards. I've been around there. I've been to the beach high school. But as for going into that neighborhood, no. I've been next door to the construction area. I researched that. I searched it on the Tuesday after he left, and then I've been there a couple times to research it. I've been to Beach High School. Been over to the fire station when they had the EMA mobile command center there.
Do you think it's possible that he would, because you know your son, that he would leave in the middle of the night, potentially barefoot, maybe with a flashlight?
It doesn't seem like my son at all. He would never leave my house in the middle of the night barefoot. And if he did, he wouldn't. He wouldn't. You know, we've left in the middle of the night. There's been times that we've gone fishing in the middle of the night. You know, we plan that sort of stuff. But him walking out the door in the middle of the night, no. It's not something he would do. It's something he's never done on me.
Is there any chance, and I know there were rules in place, but is there any chance that he could have been lured by someone either from school or somewhere else to, like, hey, you know, we're doing something at night, or we're going somewhere, or we're going to meet up? Is that, you think that's in the realm of possibilities?
I find that highly unlikely, because my son doesn't really have a concept of days or how to, or time in order to plan something like that.
What do you mean? Could you explain that?
Well, trying to get him to wear a watch is already hard enough. You know, I've had him set timers on his phone so that he remembers that, hey, it's 7 o'clock at night, I need to take my medicine. I mean, he doesn't really have a concept of time, except for, you know, he's got to, when he gets woken up in the morning at his mom's, normally around 6 o'clock, he's got an hour to get up, get ready, eat his food, and be out there to catch the bus between 7:10 and 7:20. Then he goes to school. He gets out of school at 3 o'clock, and I normally call him about 3:30. Why do I think my son hasn't ran away? Because he's not at my front door knocking on it. There's been that many days that he could have been here. And I've been all over Montgomery County. I've been all over 41. I've been all over 24. I haven't found him.
You don't think he ran away?
I think if he was to run away, he would have put on his shoes. He would have grabbed his phone. He would have at least called me, whether he could have got to me or not.
I'm sorry to hear that, my brother. Real talk.
You know, one of the things that I've told him before, I'll tell him again if I ever get to see him, besides that I'm sorry, whatever happened to him, is that good things come to those who are patient and wait and endure. But sometimes we have to endure horrible things, which is what I'm finding now is horrible things, in order to have good things come to us.
Right.
Look, I'm drinking water, so you can't yell at me. I'm in your chat right now.
I got you.
First of all, I've been in contact with my attorney. Not the attorney that had the fund set up, but I've been in contact with my attorney, and she's setting up a reward system. It'll be through a trust
She said she's going to have it be able to take Venmo, Cash App, YouTube, not YouTube, PayPal, anything, so it goes straight into the trust. So there will be a reward for locating Sebastian.
Okay, so we'll be able to donate through that trust too. Us as people, we'd be able to pitch in on that.
Correct. I did find out that because the other guy wasn't contacting me back like I was asking him, found out that the 3,500 that was in that was literally promissory notes, which means there was actually no cash in there. So that kind of tells me if that was some businesses that set it up. I have actually found out what the businesses were. So as soon as the trust is set up, what is left out of the GoFundMe will go into the trust. So that way it's going into there because it's all for Sebastian. It's all for finding Sebastian.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's all it is.
You know,
play his interview today. What's your interview today? Did you do an interview today, Seth?
I went on Court TV. I don't care if Chris took a polygraph. I know where I was at. I was in the garage at 6, and I didn't even leave till 7:20. They already took my phone. You know, they look back at over 6 months. And we are not allowed to have cell phones. And when you're in the jail, that's a felony.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't look good in orange.
Right. Yeah. No doubt.
Every phone call that comes out of that building or goes into that building is recorded.
Yeah.
And like I said, they took my phone. I gave it to them.
Day 2.
I also gave them shit after, about 8 hours. I'm like, dude, you need to give me my phone back. You have no idea. Everybody, Sebastian's godparents up here in Clarksville, and I say there because they're over in the other side of Clarksville, which is 40 minutes from here. They actually called Montgomery County Sheriff's to do a welfare check on me because when they said give us your phones, they were like, we'll have them. They were like, we'll have them for like an hour. They had mine for 12.
Damn, they had yours for a while. That's crazy. Then that was day 2. I thought you said, right? Remember they said they took.
I think it was day 2.
Yeah,
because they didn't take it day 1. Because day 1 they actually came to my house.
Mm-hmm.
They followed me all the way back here. I took the route that I would take after I picked him up, so that they would know what route I took when I normally pick Sebastian up, so that we could search that route. They came here and they took the electronics out. They took the PlayStation 3 out of his room. They took my PlayStation 4. They took the Switch. They took the compact notebook thing that my mom gave him for Christmas back in 2020. They took all the electronics.
The PlayStation, I remember seeing that, or the PI at least talked about taking Sebastian's PlayStation and yours or something like that. I think she said.
Yeah. They took my PS4. They took Sebastian. Sebastian has a PS3, the first one that came out, the 20 gig that was the reverse compatible, so it played the PlayStation 2 games. Yeah, they took that. Now it don't work. They took my PS4. They took his tablet thing that my mom gave him for Christmas, and they took the Switch.
And they took his Switch.
And they took my other phone.
Yeah. Well, they got all that. They got all.
They took it all.
They said those lights too were not flashlights; that they were floodlights. That's crazy.
There are videos out there that that are floating around the internet that I haven't even seen, and I don't even know where to start with some of the stuff. Because it's like, is that the same video that I watched? Is that the same? That's why getting the PIs helps alleviate me of having to do that research for me to sit there, because I was searching all day, then coming home, scouring the internet to find out what people like Nick Barris was putting out, so on and so forth, information that I didn't have. And then doing podcasts and interviews. I was burning it at both ends. I'm still burning it at both ends. Only it's burning a little bit slower now.
So much for watching. If you enjoyed this live stream or video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on my latest content. Want to take it a step further?
Bring it all in.
And join our community clickers by becoming a Patreon or a YouTube member. You'll get exclusive access to our Discord server, special channel perks, and much more. Until then, I'll see you in the next one.
Click. It's real easy, man.